G'day everybody. I want to talk about introducing dogs and what Stella might have to be due soon to introduce her to Max. As dogs, naturally do what they do to protect themselves and what they've been doing for a long time. And they like to protect they're a pack animal, right? So they like to protect all themselves, right? And so when it comes to meeting other dogs, they've always got to get to know each other. See, Stella loves playing. She loves mauling and stuff like that. But if she don't know them, she doesn't. So it's like when it comes to me giving her pats and she attacks me and she has at times too. Right? And I play with her and I get right into it and we get her on her belly and I massage her and all that kind of thing. She doesn't do that to anybody. Like when we're out, she likes walks too. Right? The more often she's out, but I've noticed every time, even when we went to the dog park, she don't really pay much attention to humans for some reason. She just likes to play with dogs or do her thing. But maybe in the future she might wind down to that. But at the moment, that's Stella. We call her Snobby Stella when it comes to humans because she ignores them. But when it comes to dogs and other animals and cats, she likes to get into them. Small things she lets go. They're small and they can't bother her. And she goes, I can just crush you with my little foot or sit on you. Hey, Stella. She'll let them go off a little bit unless they bite her or something like that. Or with the little dogs, she likes to be like them a bit. Like if they're going yap, 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 she'll go up the fence and go, hey, look at this. And she might just do what they're doing for a second. And then leave it. She doesn't want. Right, or come back again and go, again, because the dog's still going on. She does that kind of thing. And I guess a human would do the same thing, a human kid, if there was a kid going off behind a fence or something like that, or on a collar, on a lead, sorry. But when it comes to Stella and her new friend Max now, because her old friend has passed on that she knew the smell of, right? And she doesn't really, and besides the smell, they need connection. Smell, they can get to know a smell where they'll stop barking because they go, oh, I can smell something over there. In the end, life kept going on and nothing happened because of that smell. So I'm going to let it go. If that smell ever gets too close, I'm going to have to suss it out from there about that smell, right? And that's why you can introduce them. Right? And soon Stella will get introduced when she can to the new Maxie, the next door neighbour's dog. And I reckon the best way to do that when it comes to Stella and how she acts, right? And all dogs are different. So what I just described about Stella, the best way to her to get introduced to a dog, definitely a young dog like Maxie, and they'll be still young when it goes to happen. Maybe not this summer, or maybe during winter, or next summer when he's a little older. As puppies are really windy and it's hard at certain stages to get them to do too much at once, unless you push them into it. But if you're gradually doing it, a lot of people do. It's best to gradually slowly do things. And so you let them grow up a little bit, wind down a bit, and then it'll make it easier for the next step if you've got time to do that. Right? If you don't, you can train them. There's lots of ways to do things. Right? But Stella, I reckon when we go for walks a lot with Stella. So maybe one day when we see next door neighbours and talk about the dogs, we might talk about walking times, and we go for walking times together on the lead, where they're on the lead and they've got somewhere to go instead of thinking about each other too much. And introduce that way slowly, which is a good way of doing it. And then once she's all walking and all cool and know that, when she gets close, she's not getting upset about jumping on her or anything like that, slowly with the lead and a little bits at a time, then you go full lead off. And once you've done that with other dogs and stuff like that, which Stella's been through with dogs before, and when she's at certain areas, like kids, when you hear your parents go, oh, the kids different at my place, but different somewhere else. They play goody two somewhere else, right? When they come home, they're smart ass. Or they're goody two shoes at home, but they're smart ass somewhere else, right? Dogs do the same thing. Stella knows dog park. She knows she got trained and told off in dog park and how to act. And so she relates dog park the extra, like police station. You've got to be good, otherwise you get no play, right? And so when she goes to dog park, she's a completely different dog. And most of the time when dogs go to annoy her, I taught her just run. So when she goes to dog parks a lot, she will just run. And it's a thing she likes to do. She likes to run. She stretches her own legs up and down here all the time if I don't take her out. You'll see Stella running up and down, going woof, running up and down. She loves to run. That's your baby. But anyway, I thought I'd talk about that. as it'll give you a little bit more story about Stella and also help other people who maybe not seen the docos about dogs or anything and they just happen to run into this. It's a quick little version of how to introduce dogs with your neighbours or friends. So have a good one, people. And also have some treats if you have a dog that might be a little extra more, but you know they like treats, which most of them do. Make sure you had some treats, because that's what I did when it comes to Stella. I had little bacon bits and some really good treats. Make sure they're really good ones too, that they like, not just a treat that you buy down the shops, because sometimes what they class as a treat for another dog's not a treat for you, just like humans. So have a good one. Bye.